SmackDown last night was absolutely incredible. From good returns, bad returns, great matches, and pretty missable matches. Let's break down SmackDown last night from Chicago. If you don't know already, my name is Alex PW. Just call me Alex. I'm here to break down pro wrestling from the good, from the bad, talk about pro wrestling, talk about something I love. So if you like what you see later on in this video, like and subscribe. Other socials down below. Let's get into SmackDown. SmackDown opens up with John seeing his final time in Chicago and his final SmackDown from what was predicted throughout the rumors throughout the day yesterday. And in a pretty good promo, basically just saying thank you to Chicago and thank you to SmackDown. Because, he did make his debut on SmackDown against Kurt Angle 25 years ago. And just as the rumors depicted, Sami Zayn did come out. He was saying thank you to John and asked for John's blessing to do the U.S. Open Challenge, which I am for. I'm excited for U.S. Open Challenges. I think it's perfect. Gets more people onto the main roster. Gets, people that usually don't get to be on TV. Gets them to get on TV. So I'm glad that Sami Zayn is doing this now. But he did say, why not have the first person be the inventor of the Open Challenge for the U.S. title? And that's John Cena, and that's exactly what happened. And it's almost like we went back in time 10 years ago because these men put on a banger for however long it lasted. They put on a great match. Got the crowd on multiple times. The crowd was saying the ref sucks every time Sami kicked out. And basically, this crowd was anti-Sami, which, because I don't like Sami Zayn, so thank you, Chicago. Cena was out here hitting pop-up power bombs. He did the Edge spear, and I popped for that. I'm a big Edge guy. Come on, Cope. Come back. There were a couple times where I thought, oh shit, Sami might actually pin Cena. But the ending of this match, both men were down in the ring from exhaustion and selling, and Brock Lesnar's music hits. I'm not too happy about that one. If you didn't see me, my first official video on this account is me shitting on Brock Lesnar's return at SummerSlam this past year. I don't like Brock Lesnar. I don't like everything that surrounds him. And guess you could know what I'm about to say. I get why he came back. I get why he made an appearance tonight on SmackDown to set up the WrestlePalooza match, which was later confirmed and signed for almost immediately after the commercial break. But I don't like Brock Lesnar. I don't like everything that's around him, especially with, current ongoing investigations and allegations against them. I thought WWE moved on, and clearly we didn't. And, yeah, I don't agree with this, but it does make sense. There's no way that you're having Cena get pinned, and there's no way you're having Sami Zayn lose his title on his first run. I was expecting Solo to come out and just start to screw Sami, but Brock Lesnar absolutely demolished everybody. He pulled out the ref and was like, you're dead. He went inside the ring, hit an F5 on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn went out of the ring, and then it was just an F5 for Cena. He went out. It cut to a backstage segment right after the commercial break of Brock getting really close to the camera saying, WrestlePalooza. Yeah, and that's basically what happened. Am I excited for the WrestlePalooza match? God, no. No, please don't. And I get why they're putting a match like this on WrestlePalooza. They're trying to make it the new WrestleMania, just so they could bring it to Saudi, because Saudi wants a WrestleMania-type pay-per-view. And if WrestlePalooza is the way to go, and if this is just a nice way to treat or trick Saudi, saying, we got WrestleMania. We don't want to give you WrestleMania, but we got a WrestleMania. This Triple H, you smart, bro. You smart. But yeah, and almost immediately after that happened, I'm not sure if it happened after Cena came out or at the commercial break between the Cena promo and the match, but Becky Lynch did arrive to the building. Clearly, setting up what was later to come in the main event, the main event segment. And by the way, Cena with his promo, he was adding fuel to the fire of the return of AJ Lee, which I was like, oh my god, it might happen, it might happen. But there was like this little part of my head that was like, maybe it's Rhea Ripley. The lighting changed, don't worry. But after we got done with the Brock and John situation, we immediately got to Damian Priest versus Aleister Black, which started off as an attack. Almost from the get-go, Aleister Black jumped Damian Priest right before or during his entrance, beat the shit out of him, did his little roll into the ring, cut to commercial break, and then when we got back, Damian Priest was almost like a deer that got hit by a car that survived. It was like, what's happening? But yeah, it was a pretty fun TV match. It was a great TV match. Damian Priest was selling the entire time. Aleister Black does get the win. He knocks him out. Oh my god, oh my god. But yeah, pretty good, decent TV match. Yeah, I really wish that both these men got higher opportunities. Well, clearly Damian was a world champion a year ago. But I mean, like, dude, Aleister Black, man, he's too good. Give him Seth, please, please, please. I'm not sure what happens next. My VPN. Oh. Netflix on my end. You know, kind of blanked out. Midway through the Damian match, and then I got back like at the tail end of the Julia and Mia Yim match. But I'm not gonna be like, man, I'm gonna go back and watch this women's match. But I do know that there was a Drew McIntyre Randy Orton promo somewhere between, which if I had to talk about the promo, I don't want to. It's a pretty awkward promo, in my opinion. I mean, it was a pretty generic, but like awkward promo for these guys. And I don't know what it was. I went back and watched it just in case if I miss anything cool. But, you know, it's them like saying that they're going to prepare for war and prepare for, you know, their match. But, dude, it was just really awkward. I'm not sure if it was the way it was edited, but it was like the Drew. Oh, like, why do that? It made it 10 times worse than what it should be, you know? But, yeah, like I said, I don't know what happened in between, but I do know that the Gulia match was pretty decent from what I watched. I watched the tail end, but then again, I was on my phone the entire time. My bad. But yeah, nothing I'm going to be like, I'm going to go rewatch that. No. And then we get to the big thing, baby. We get to the main event segment where I think they were going over something. And then Seth Rollins' Trons pop up. His music starts playing. I'm like, holy shit. We're getting it, right? And Seth Rollins is in the crowd. He's in where the boxes are, and then it cuts to commercial. I'm like, what the frick, dude? What's happening? But him being in the crowd was absolutely genius. Then we got back for commercial. Sorry about that. My camera crashed. Good shit. But like I was saying, we got back from commercial break. Seth Rollins was in the crowd still. He was talking his shit. Introduced his wife Becky Lynch with a couple of phrases and words that don't necessarily agree with. Just saying. So she comes out with her banger theme song. That's the only thing I like about Becky Lynch. Her theme song fucking slaps, alright. She's talking her shit. I don't quite remember what she was saying, nor do I care. And then Punk came out to an enormous pop, like always when they're in Chicago, which was pretty sick pop. Not gonna cap. Don't know why I tried to glaze the fucking hometown pop, but don't mind it. So Punk comes out. He's talking his shit, right? He's soaking up the crowd during his entrance. He's like, yes, Chicago. And then he's talking his shit. Becky's like, I'm surprised you show your face around here after what happened on Monday. And if you didn't catch Monday, She slapped the fuck out of him. Right? She was like, that's what happened. And after a little back and forth, CM Punk going, "Your coward husband. I'm not the coward. Your husband's the coward." She decided to be like, let's run the fade back. So then she went back, and then she motorboated Punk again. Now, so then Punk gets out the ring, circles around. Becky's like, "Oh, yep, you're embarrassing your hometown, blah, blah, blah." And before this, Punk was saying, "I could get anybody. I could get my sister that's in the crowd. I could get Bayley." And Becky's like, "I already beat Bayley's ass." And then Punk was like, "Oh, yeah, I could get the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley." And this is where I knew shit was about to go down. So after Becky slaps him, he gets out the ring, circles back, and Becky's like, "Oh, you're embarrassed. You're, calling him like a sucker in front of his hometown crowd." And then he gets to ramp, and then he goes, "I don't like to put my hands on women, but thankfully I got somebody who will." And this is where shit got real, because it went real silent, and then all you hear is just the most majestic fucking music of your life. Yeah, holy shit. AJ Lee came back to professional wrestling after 10 years in Chicago on SmackDown. And let me tell you, returns like this is amazing. I love when it's predictable, but you're questioning everything. And there's something about them like that makes wrestling on the internet good. But yeah, AJ Lee comes out most stunning than ever. And, she looks like what she did 10 years ago, except she's more fucking yoked. She's fucking yoked. So she comes out, she doesn't walk to the ring. She fucking skips. Oh my god, we're back. So she skips to the ring, skips around the ring. She's like, "Hi, darling," to Punk. And I was like, oh yeah, shit's about to get real. She hops up on the apron, wipes her feet, gets in the ring. She swings. She's like, she's getting the bounce back in the ring, right? And then she sits on the rope. Iconic. Fucking iconic. And then she just beats the shit out of Becky. She, double A takedown and just started the ground and pound. Bah, bah, bah. Then Becky pushed away. She's like, oh, tries to get out. AJ grabs her by the hair, slams her back. And then almost as Becky gets back up, another fucking double leg takedown. It's pretty much all out, So then Becky gets away. She goes to Seth, which Seth is in like Shield corner almost, near the ramp. And Seth, and then Punk's like, "No, I want to go see my wife," By the way, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but Seth falls over the barricade, and I don't know why. I just started breaking out laughing because I thought that shit was so funny. But yeah, man, AJ Lee's back. She hugs CM Punk. They cut on the kiss, and it was a magical moment that they cut away from to show Becky and Seth selling. I don't know why, but great camera work. But yeah, man, AJ Lee is back in the WWE after 10 years. Holy shit. I almost put the thought of an AJ Lee return in the grave until Clash in Paris. Clash in Paris was like the moment where I was like, yeah, she's back, isn't she? And I'm not complaining. I am not complaining at all. But yeah, SmackDown was pretty good. From the hints of a historical moment happening on the night, from great matches, a bad return, fun TV match, bad promo, fucking women's match, and then AJ Lee returning. It was a pretty good SmackDown. Especially because as of lately, SmackDown's been like dog shit. So this was definitely what SmackDown needed. And the biggest takeaway from this episode was, this is the only SmackDown where it actually didn't need the world champions. I don't think the world champions were featured once. I know Cody just had a kid. Congrats. But also he's in Australia filming the Street Fighter movie with Roman Reigns and Alexander Volkanovski. What the hell is the cast? But I'm pretty excited. I don't know where Tiffany is. I think, she's still being single. I'm 18. Come on, Tiffany. Come on. Nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, that was my SmackDown review and breakdown. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed SmackDown. Let me know what your thoughts on SmackDown was. Like this video, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you liked about the show. Tell me your opinions. I don't care. Hot takes. Oh, hot takes. Everybody's doing hot takes now. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, comment down below. Go check out the Instagram and Twitch in the description. And yeah, have a great weekend, have a great day, have a great night whenever you're watching this. And I'll catch you in the next one. Maybe a little bit of a Raw review? Question mark.